Hey guys. Oh, I'm thirsty. Remember to be hydrated, guys. Oh, remember to be hydrated. So today I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a staff room and you're only up. So yeah, let's do it. There will be timestamps showing what I'll be making. So if you already have something built, then you can go ahead and move on to that timestamp. We're gonna be building a way for you to enter and exit the staff room, a reset map function, item dispensers, and then the coolest thing in my opinion, we're gonna be creating a nuke. But first, we need to figure out where we want to put our staff room. Now there's a lot of ways that people do this. Most people just go underground, like this. Others might build like a house to store the staff room in, and others will build a hill. I personally find the hill the easiest to do, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Now, since we're gonna be doing a hill, and I guess this will go for anything, we need to mark out how much space we want for the staff room. And it's gonna help to mark out how much room you want before actually building. Let's go ahead and quickly construct a hill. And generally you want your room to be at least 3 blocks tall because we're gonna need that height for item dispensers. Now we have our roof, and now we can go ahead and cover it up. Now we have a very scuffed looking hill. So now this is where we need the entrance and exit teleporter. So let's go ahead and lay down everything that we're gonna need for this. So this is all we're gonna need for the entrance and exit teleporter. It looks like a lot, but it really isn't. And if you need to, you can always use redstone for any of this. So let's go ahead and focus on the entrance teleporter. Now generally you want to hide the entrance teleporter, but because this is a tutorial, I'm not gonna be hiding the entrance teleporter. So this is what we need for the entrance. We're gonna be hiding some of this stuff because, well, you don't want people entering your staff room, right? That's the whole point of a staff room. We need to go into our hill. So let's go ahead and just make a little hole into it. Here's what we need. We need to take these 2 items. Something you need to make sure is that you have this little notch, or whatever it is, this little wire. You want it to be facing outward, not towards like the wall. Then we want this hole to line up against the button, so that way when we click it, it lights up. This teleporter, we're gonna take it, and we can go put it in. We can put it in right next to our little machine. I'm actually gonna turn this like so, but it still connects. And this is where we need the bomb, and we're gonna place it right next to the button. And there's a reason for this that I will explain when we're done. So here we have our 2 output items. This is very basic. Normally you would want to hide these, but since this is just a tutorial, we're not going to be hiding these, just for simplicity. I'm going to take this and connect it up to this, like so. And the exit teleporter is pretty simple. All you're really going to need are these 2 items, so that way when you go in, it'll take you out. What we can do is we can put it right next to our entrance teleporter. Upon entering, it takes you out. Generally what you're gonna want to do is you're want to only allow a couple items. So for example, let's say we allow a budjo, a rose, allow a bat. Standard stuff, right? If you pay attention to some only up maps, you'll notice they allow, that they allow this. That they allow a bomb detonator. See, if we go in here, you'll notice that whenever we start to press the button, it blows up. And you hear something out here. Apologies, I forgot one thing. I believe I forgot an output. So now that we have the entrance teleporter and the exit teleporter all done, we're gonna move on to the next thing. which is a reset map function. So let's go ahead and get the items for the reset map function. Alright, here we go. We just needed 2 items. Now, there's a reason we're gonna be using the small button and not the big button. You may be like, oh, well, why do we have to use the small button? There's a reason. The bomb can activate big buttons, while the bomb cannot activate tiny buttons. And that's gonna be useful. And we're gonna be doing that with the reset map function, the item dispensers, and the nuke. So let's hook them up. And now when you click it, it basically resets the map. Now we have our reset map function. So now we're gonna move on to the item dispensers. Let's go ahead and show what we need. Essentially, you want a tiny button again, and an item dispenser. And this is why we needed a 3-block space. So if we hook it up like this, boom. Alright, so let's go ahead and just do that for this entire row. So I've done the entire wall, but now there's an issue. We don't have items. So let's say, for example, I want to use a grapple, but it's restricted. We're going to take a grapple, and we're going to put it into the hole, like into a slot, and now when we click the button, it dispenses a grapple. We're just going to do the same with a bunch of just random items. So let's do a broom, a sled, do a firework, we'll do an umbrella, we'll put in a smoke bomb, maybe a confetti gun, and then we could put in some candy, because who doesn't love candy? So now when we click these, it'll just dispense all the items. After that, if we take out a body decoy, you can actually put the body decoy in, and I kid you not, it will dispense that body decoy. You could also make them cost cotton, but we're not going to be doing that since it's the staff room. Now we have one last thing to add to our staff room. And it's the nuke. So let's go ahead and get the items needed for the nuke. This is everything that you will need. Don't mind this, I grabbed this from my map. You're going to need a bunch of spikes. I just put one here. Go ahead and take this and put it in here. We'll put it like right up against this wall. However, we are going to need to paint it a different color, so that way it doesn't interfere with our other input-output device. So now let's work on the nuke. Imagine this is in the air. You're going to want spikes to kill people, right? So let's go ahead and just build a wall with spikes. You're going to want to be pretty high up, just so that it gives people some time to fall. And that way, they don't have, like, invincibility. Because for some reason, when you get teleported, you have a bit of invincibility. A recall teleporter. Let's put it right here, so it covers the top. Grab our output device. Right, like so. And there it is. This is our nuke. Finished. Completely done. Good to go. Alright, so let's say I grab a grapple and a firework. Let's say someone clicks the nuke. You spawn in and die. And this is where we need one more thing, because I actually forgot one more thing. I don't exactly own the thing we need, but we need a death teleporter, not the power death teleporter. But we need just a regular death teleporter, so that way when you die, it teleports you. You usually want to put this at spawn. Right, and that's about it. We have everything we need. We can teleport in here. We can reset the map. We can nuke. And we have a bunch of items. Hopefully this helped you when building your staff room for your only up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll be sure to answer them. Bye.